So today I want to sit down and join the speculation on the DJI Mavic Pro 2 or Mavic 2 Pro, whatever it's going to be called. And while I don't have any pictures or definite facts to share with you, it's always nice to sit down and discuss what could be implemented in the next DJI drone. Before we begin, I just want to mention that all the information I go over in this video came from someone on Twitter by the name of Ostalev. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If you want to check him out, I'll leave the link to his Twitter down in the description. He predicted basically everything right about the Mavic Air, so he seems to be a very reputable source when it comes to upcoming DJI drones and DJI leaks. I'm really not sure how he's getting this information, but again, he seems to be a reputable source, and I'd check him out if you guys want to do so. Okay, so first up, let's run down a list of specs that we can expect in the next Mavic Pro. I've got a list here on my iPad, and I'm also going to put a list up here somewhere on the screen so that we can keep track together of what I go over. So first of all, the release date, it's going to be anywhere between March and June. It does seem like a pretty big window of time, but this does line up with previous DJI releases, as they always like to release a drone in the spring, just before the summertime, because that's when everyone's going to be outside flying their drone. It was a little bit weird of them to go and release a drone in January, like right in the middle of January when it's super cold outside. I'm sure they did sell a lot of Mavic Airs, but again, that's a really weird time as most people want to be inside and not outside flying their drone. The next bit of information that we got from Ostalev on Twitter is the price point of the Mavic Pro, or the next Mavic Pro, and it seems to be around $1,299. That's going to be $1,300, $300 more than the original Mavic Pro, which came in at $1,000. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be coming out with a Fly More combo. Chances are they will, because if you guys remember, the Mavic Pro is the first drone to offer this Fly More combo, and ever since then, the drones they've released, the Spark and Mavic Air, have also come with a Fly More combo. I'm not exactly sure how much that will cost, but I'm sure it's going to be an extra like $300 or maybe $200, and it's going to give you the usual stuff: extra batteries, extra propellers, and also the bags, cases, all that good stuff. Now, you might think that that is a little bit pricey for a Mavic drone, but wait until you hear some of these specs, again, given to us on Twitter from Ostalev. First of all, the flight time is over 30 minutes. He claimed that the prototype was able to fly for 32 minutes. Again, that's just the prototype. I'm sure they'll be making some tweaks and changes to increase that battery life before the drone comes to us. I'm not exactly sure the capacity of the battery or the dimensions of it, but again, over 30 minutes of flight time in a consumer level drone, that beats out any DJI drone right now, and I'm sure any drone this size on the market, we're not exactly sure what the size is, but I'm sure it'll be pretty small, also foldable. Again, that's just unbeatable. Now, as far as the flight specs are concerned and also the camera specs are concerned, Ostalev called this the folding Phantom 4 Pro. It's going to have that same 1-inch sensor, 4K video recording at 60 frames per second, and also 1080p video recording at 120 frames per second, all packed into a foldable drone with the agility of the Phantom 4 Pro, and I believe he also said the power of the Phantom 4 Pro. So this is basically going to phase out the Phantom 4 Pro as well as the old Mavic Pro, and this will be the drone to get until we see some new sort of Phantom drone, which I believe should probably be able to shoot up to 5.2K if we're going to see 4K video recording at 60 frames per second and a small drone like the Mavic Pro. So that was everything that was tweeted by Ostalev. That's all the information that he gave us about the next Mavic Pro. But before I end this video, I quickly want to add a few more things that I'm sure we'll see in the next Mavic Pro. So first of all is the controller. I'm sure we'll see a built-in screen. The last two drones, like the Spark and Mavic Air, have featured a controller that has no built-in screen and also no customizable buttons on the back. So I believe that they're saving this built-in screen for the Pro line of Mavic drones. Next is obstacle avoidance. I would be certain that the forward and downward sensors will return like on the original Mavic Pro, and I would also bet that the sensors would be put on the back just like on the Mavic Air. Now, something I've been waiting for is upward obstacle avoidance, if you want to call it that. We've seen this on the new Matrice series of drones. It has a single obstacle avoidance sensor on the top, which really helps out if you're flying undercover, like under trees or maybe under towers or even under roofs. I mean, honestly, the benefits are endless, and I think that if we see this in a consumer level drone, the first drone to get it will be the Phantom series, and then from there it may trickle down to the Mavic and maybe even the Spark, but again, I think that before we see it in the Mavic, we're going to see it in a Phantom drone. Another thing I would love to see trickle over from the Mavic Air is USB Type-C and internal storage. Two of those things I've been begging for ever since I started making YouTube videos, and I think it's going to be the norm now from DJI to include USB Type-C and internal storage, and we can only hope. Fingers crossed. And finally, as far as software is concerned, I'm sure we'll be seeing some new shooting modes and some new flight modes in the Mavic Pro 2, as they always seem to impress us with those. As far as the design and specs go, those always leak ahead of the event, but they always come to play with some cool software features that, again, impress us all. So that's about all of the predictions, speculation, and rumors that we have about the next Mavic Pro. I figured instead of making a bunch of small videos about all of the information we receive as it comes, I'd wait and make a full long video to update you guys on what we know so far about the Mavic Pro. Be sure to leave me a comment down below letting me know if you are excited for the next Mavic Pro. I love the size of this little drone. The specs really couldn't keep up with the Phantom 4 Pro, but hearing a folding Phantom 4 Pro is music to my ears. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.